first episode of Q&A, I thought it went rather well. You guys actually gave me some damn decent questions, I hope. The first one, I kind of pre-screened the questions, but for this one, I tried to keep myself in the dark as much as possible. Just so when I saw them, it was kind of off the cuff, because with the last one, I kind of had some time to think about answers and all that good stuff, but this one is completely, I have no idea what questions you guys have asked, so, and I know you guys have been asking questions, because my email has been exploding. Every time I get a comment on the video, I get an email about it, and so I know you guys have been commenting a lot on it, so let's go ahead and jump into these questions. This is episode 2 of the Q&A, and yeah, let's get to it. Sousa, this is my buddy Logan that I play Airsoft with. Only a grand fucking peasant. Dude, I work at Universal Studios. What money do you think I have? You know, I'm seasonal. I'm lucky if, you know, because we're in the dead season right now at the parks, I'm lucky if I get like 2 days a week. So, yes, I'm practically broke because I work for a company that gives me no fucking hours. So, Logan, bite me. Next. Killer IXI. Number 1. Can I buy you a beer when you finish basic? I do not drink, so that's got nothing to do with the fact that I'm 20 and I'm not 21 and all underage. Believe it, I had like 5 or 6 sips of some of my girlfriend's stuff. Well, not girlfriend anymore, fiance. I proposed to my girl last night and she said yes. So I'm gonna be getting married. Yes, yay me. Anyway, but anyway, at New Year's, the party that we went to, I tried a few sips of what she was drinking. I'm a flat out lightweight. I cannot do alcohol. I can't do alcohol. Number 2, how long you gonna be in the service? I'm hoping to do at least 20 years minimum. That's what I set for myself. I would like to do 20 years minimum. If I can do 30, great. If I can do 40, well, God bless me, I'll do it. Because the Air Force is really all I want to do. It's all I've really had planned for my life. So, yeah, that's really it. That's really all I've ever really wanted to do. And number 3, what are you planning on doing after the Air Force? I don't really know. I think it's still way too early for me to say with certainty what I want to do. You know, it's so far down the road. It's way out there in the future that I think to make any plans for it at this point in time seems a little ridiculous. But you know, that's just me. But I don't know. I'll see what happens. I'll see what happens when I get there. Next one from Sherlock B221. What's your dream loadout? Base gun, side gear, paint jobs, internal sights gear, etc. Wow, that's a tough one. Dream loadout. Oh God. Wow. That is really tough. I guess it would kind of be like what I already am wearing. Like all the gear that I currently have, I would like to stick with. Wow. My gun would definitely stay the same. The only difference being my current gun that I have right now, my SOCOM gun. I do fully intend to turn that rifle into a Polar Star at some point. I've been watching a few of the videos that have been coming out of SHOT Show, and one of the things that I saw from Polar Star was they were doing a drop-in piece that looked similar to the Wolverine SMPs. I I'm gonna wait until I see some more reviews, some more test firing videos on that Polar Star drop-in. But more than likely, if it turns out to be what I hope it is, then more than likely I will be putting that into my gun, so that that gun will be my my primary, and obviously I'll have an AEG secondary in case there's a place that doesn't have any air. But yeah, as far as the gun goes, my gun is pretty much going to stay that, but I'm going to put a Polar Star in it, or turn it into a Polar Star gun. As far as paint, let's go sidearms next. Sidearm. I've actually been shopping around for sidearms for a couple months now, and I'm stuck between the Elite Force 1911 TAC or some kind of a. I mean, it's my sidearm is going to be a 1911. There's no getting around that. I love the airsoft 1911s. Every one I've ever fired, every one I've ever seen, they all look just immaculately beautiful. But right now it's a toss-up between, like I said, the Elite Force 1911 TAC, the KWA 1911, or I'm kind of leaning towards the WeTech 1911, but right now nothing is set in stone. I'm still doing my research on all of them. I'm still trying to, find the right one that's going to work for me. It's all about, as most of us that play Airsoft know, it's all about personal choice. You can't, take every single person's word as truth. You gotta, take your own research and do with it what you will, based on what you're able to research for yourself and find out what you like. Paint jobs. I actually haven't been thinking too much about the paint jobs a lot on this, just because the rifle that I currently run has Spike's Tactical trademarks all over the thing, and I would be really, really hesitant to want to paint those over. And so for paint jobs on my main rifle, I probably wouldn't really ever do any. But for a secondary, for my AEG, it's either going to be a VFC 416, which I know there's a ton of them out there, but I like the VFC 416, I really do. It's going to be that, or I'm going to get into the Echo 1 AKs or the SEMA AKs. Over the last 2 months, I've been drifting a little bit into AKs, and the last time I was out airsofting, which was on Free Day at the outdoor, I fired a buddy of mine's Red Star AK, and I used it for a game, and I fell in love with the thing. So I'm very much shifting into the AK side, but either way, whatever my secondary weapon primary is going to be, my second primary weapon, that is probably going to have a paint job on it. Now, it all depends on what I end up using that secondary rifle for. More than likely, I'll be using it at milsim events, on sides that have like a Russian or an OP4 team or whatever that I may want to play for. I will use that. I will use the AK, and more than likely, I'll be making a loadout built around the AK. I may go Russian style or whatever, but it'll have something to do along with the AK, and so that secondary will have a paint job. Internals. I already talked about it a little bit with my primary. I'll be dropping in a Polar Star product of some kind. I know some of my friends at the indoor arena have been asking me, why are you choosing Polar Star over the S&Ps? S&Ps are cheaper, yada, yada, yada. Me personally, I feel more comfortable going with what has been field tested for several years now. I know will work flawlessly. They've got Polarstars have a great track record. Not to say that S&Ps don't, because I've seen nothing but good things from the S&Ps, and from the reviews that I've read and from what I've seen myself from my friends that use S&Ps at the indoor and at the outdoor, I see literally almost no difference between them. It's just me personally. I would rather feel more comfortable with a system that I know has been thoroughly field tested over the years. So that's just me, but it's just we'll see what happens in the future. But more than likely, as far as internals go, I will be getting a Polarstar product of some kind, whether it's a full-blown fusion engine or their new drop-in product, which is supposed to be coming out in the first quarter of this year. So I can't wait for that to come out, so I can start seeing reviews on it, start seeing gameplay of people using it, and one of the primary differences between the S&P and the Polarstar that really is kind of honed me in on the Polarstar more than the S&P was the FCU on the Polarstar. For me, just seems a lot simpler to use. I've seen friends of mine who use S&Ps. I've seen the FCU for that particular system, and it's not bad. By any stretch of the imagination, it's not bad, but it's just, for me personally, I'm not really comfortable with the whole not having a screen there so I have exact detail of what I'm doing. So it's just the simple fact that on the FCUs for the Polarstars, I just like the fact that I like having that little screen there so I can see exactly what I'm doing and not like guesstimate it on the S&P's FCU. So that's really the only difference that made up my decision, and I'm sure there's going to be you guys out there who are going to give me some crap and be like, oh, stupid, whatever. It's my decision, it's my money, fuck you. Okay, so next part of that, sights and gear. Sights, right now I'm currently running a Avengers T1 red dot. It's got red and green, and it's working flawlessly for me. I do need to change out the battery on it because it's been the same battery I've been using since I got it, and the battery obviously is starting to go dead, so all I gotta do is just change it out. But the red dot that I'm currently using, I love a lot. I did notice the other day that the knockoff EOTechs, the $60 ones, are starting to make their comeback. They're starting to make a return. I don't know where they're coming from, but I know Combat City just got a few back in stock, so I'm probably going to get back into the EOTechs at some point or another, just because I like that open frame of the EOTechs. Now, obviously, with the new EOTech that I eventually pick up, I'm getting a kill flash for that because I'm not having that damn lens shot out again. That's just a pain in the ass, and so I'm not going to deal with it. So yeah, that's what I'm going to do as far as optics goes. I might get, some point down the road, I might get a DMR, probably like an SR25 or something to that effect, and then get a magnified optic for it. But it's still way too early to tell if I'm gonna do that or not. But we'll see in the future. And gear. Gear-wise, I'm happy with everything I've got already. I do know I need to get some. I do need to get some knee pads. I would like to get some elbow pads, but I'm not gonna really make much of a big deal about that. But the knee pads, I definitely need to get, especially when I'm at the indoor. I'm sick and tired of kneeling down and having a BB go straight into my knee. It hurts like hell, and I'm tired of dealing with it. So I need to get myself a pair of knee pads. I've already got them sitting in my cart on e-bike. I just have to wait for my next paycheck to come in, and I'm going to be ordering those because I'm tired of getting BBs lodged into my knees. It sucks, it hurts, and I hate it. Second question from Sherlock. I'm sorry for that first one. I know that was a little long, but he asked a lot of good stuff. Are Are you planning on improving your current gun trigger response? It sounds like it could use a tune-up. I agree. It could use a tune-up. For the longest time, I was heavily considering throwing in a hairfire trigger and maybe like upgrading my internal so that like I would switch over from Tamiya to Dean's so that I could possibly start using a LiPo, so I could go from, because I'm using a 9.6 nunchuck right now, I would bump it up to a 7.4 because I'm not putting an 11.1 in my gun because it's running stock G&G internals, and I know an 11 would just shred my gears and everything on that gun, so I would not feel comfortable with an 11.1. 7.4, yes. 11.1, no. But that was before I decided, screw it, I'll just wait. I'm going to wait until I get done with basic, until I get done with tech school, and I'm just going to throw the Polar Star in there and just be done with it. If I decide to get the Fusion engine, obviously the Fusion engine comes with a trigger already built into it, so I won't even have to worry about that anymore. But if I get the drop-in piece, then I will probably get a hair trigger put in, just so I can take up the slack on it, because I know right now it takes a bit to get the motor going for when I have to take a shot. But it's something that is way down the road, and I'm not gonna really worry about it right now, because once I get that Polar Star, it's not really gonna matter, because I'm just gonna be a whore on the semi-auto. So good luck with basics. See you in a few years down in Florida. Will do. From Michael Gallagher, aka the Faggot Blunty, who is my little sister Kayla's bitch. Love you, T. Alright, how long do you expect to serve in the military? Like I said, 20 plus years if I'm lucky. Why don't you stream games like Battlefield? Because I really don't know how to stream. I know there is a streaming feature on the Xbox One, but I have yet to figure it out. I have not been able to find a way around it, and plus I don't have Battlefield yet for the Xbox One. I am hopefully going to be getting it soon, but right now I'm not really making it a priority. Right now I've already got the Master Chief Collection and GTA 5 for the Xbox One, and I've been playing those, and I've been having a good time with them. So haven't really found much need to do the whole streaming thing yet. So that's just me. And then three. Why is your penis so small? Okay, number one, it's not, and two, T, why do you feel the need to send pictures of your shit in the toilet to people on Kick? So yeah, all of you people watching, go ahead and message him about that. Ask him why he's doing that disgusting shit. Next, from my buddy Gilmo, question: where did you get your sunglasses at the toilet store? If you're talking about my blue sunglasses, Gilmo, that's all I fucking got, dude. So, back the fuck off, dude. That's all I have. Etho Gaming. I go to Combat City Indoor a lot. I hope I could see you there one of these days. Yeah, I mean, okay. I know this upcoming weekend, I might, it is a very strong might, go to the indoor on this upcoming Sunday, but it all depends on how my Saturday goes. On Saturday, I'm going to a party with my girl and some coworkers and a bunch of my friends and everything. Yes, it is a furry event. Get the jokes out, whatever. But it all depends on how exhausted I am after that event. So if I show up on Sunday, I show up on Sunday. But don't base your plans on that around me going. So yeah, I might be there. And last question from Blur Gaming from Cody, asking the same damn question as the last one. Why are you such a faggot? Cody, why don't you put up the damn montage of the team already. I know you keep bitching about footage. Well, I've got footage I'm going to be giving you, and if you don't upload the video after the footage I give you, I'm going to kick you in the dick. Okay? So, that's going to be a thing. So, shut the fuck up, you dyslexic bitch, and go ahead and get the video up before I cut your balls off, you little shit. And wow, there is a lot of traffic of people trying to get into Universal. I do not know why, and frankly, I don't like it, because that means people are trying to get to my place of work, and I'm not a big fan of that. You gonna let me over, you piece of shit? Thank you. So, yeah. Anyway, yeah, that's all the questions for this video. You guys know the drill, same as last time. Maximum of 3 questions per comment. I know this one kind of got a little bit into ranty because of some very good questions. This is why I'm probably going to stop looking at the questions prior to and just do them on the cuff like this, so you guys can get honest answers out of me, because that's what I like to do. I like giving you guys honest answers on questions that, you know, you took the time to type up. I feel I should give you an honest answer for you typing them up, because yeah, Sherlock, you actually gave me some really damn good questions. Yeah, those are the kinds of questions I would like to get more of. But yeah, you guys just write whatever you think is relevant. Just type up and ask whatever you would like to ask, and I will answer them in the next video. So thanks for watching, guys. Have a good day. I'm almost at work, so I'm going to pull into the parking lot here in a minute. I'm going to ride some rides, because I don't clock in for another hour. So have a good one, y'all, and I will see you later. Peace!